Now, your forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Well, it's been a cloudy, overcast, and cooler day once again with our temperatures struggling to get out of the 40s. And in most areas, it did not happen at all. And we can thank all this cloud cover, this pesky, stubborn cloud cover that has been around here for several days. And we've got more of it as we head into the weekend. We actually have to talk about the potential for thunderstorms. That's coming up tomorrow, and then snow for the weekend. But right now, things are pretty calm. Again, temperatures hovering in the 40s. We come back and let you know what to expect with this wild weather pattern. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
Parkland College has made a decision when it comes to the coronavirus. What announcement the school made when it comes to classes after spring break.
The NCAA is making a big change for the men's and women's basketball tournaments this year. Why, for many, it's going to be March Sadness instead.
This shouldn't be happening.
More problems with voter registration. Why fingers are being pointed again at the Secretary of State's office.
We have some breaking news tonight. The NCAA says tournament games will be played without fans this year. Good evening. I'm Paul Chikine.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. The unprecedented decision to hold the men's and women's basketball tournaments without fans is because, of course, the ongoing coronavirus crisis. Only essential staff and limited family will be allowed to be there. Our sports director, Brett Behrens, is here now, and the Illini finally get to go. And somebody said this is the most Illini thing ever, that they're finally there and nobody's there to watch them.
And just in the last 30 minutes or so, the Big Ten tournament now has said no fans starting tomorrow. They just got underway about an hour ago. So if you have tickets to the Big Ten tournament in Indianapolis, you're out of luck. You're not going. Or if you are going, you're not getting into the game. Still maybe a good environment over in Indianapolis. But the fans not allowed in the building at the Big Ten tournament. This is just breaking news here in the last 30 minutes. The team actually left for Indy tonight, and this was all well before we knew any of this. I asked Brad Underwood and the players earlier today about their thoughts. Are they into the coronavirus? Are they doing their research? And Ayo Dosunmu says, yes, he actually had done a lot of research into this, still said he's not worried about it.
I'm just not but I did a lot of research on it. You gotta just wash your hands and not shake your hands, I guess, because it's very deadly, but all about having a good hygiene.
What would a game be like if there was no fans?
It'd be like open gym, I guess. I never really thought about that, but I still be fun. I'll still go out there and try to win a game.
So the games will go on. The fans will not be there. The NCAA has said it is looking into changing venues for regional sites and the Final Four, though. They have these massive venues that they play in. A football stadium, right? Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta for the Final Four games. If there's nobody in there,
why do it there?
Why do it there?
But then where would they,
maybe a smaller venue like a basketball or maybe a high school. Wouldn't that be fun to see that in there?
Keep it real low-key.
Absolutely, but I know disappointing for a lot of fans here. We'll hear from head coach Brad Underwood coming up in sports. I asked him what it would be like to play in the empty arena. I also reached out to the IHSA. They say no changes to the state basketball tournament for Class 1 and 2A boys this weekend.
That could change. Things are rapidly moving.
But for now, no changes.
Okay. Thank you. Now, Parkland College in Champaign became the first university or community college in the state today to suspend classes because of the outbreak.
Yeah, the suspension affects a majority of classes at the school. Lecture hall classes will be moved online. WCIA 3's Andy Olson's live in Champaign at Parkland. So, Andy, how long is this going to last?
Well, the school says that it's going to start when they come back from spring break on March 23rd, and then it's supposed to go until April 3rd. But the campus is not going to be closed during that time. Employees are still going to work at the school, and some lab classes are still going to meet in person. They wanted to restrict any face-to-face meetings on campus of 24 or fewer people. The school is going to continue to monitor the situation during that break. They may consider extending the suspension if things get worse. President Tom Ramage says they are looking at all options.
I think there's a number of things that could happen in those 2 weeks. One, things clear up and we resume normal activity back to face-to-face. We may extend it out of, again, more caution if things aren't improving. And if, God forbid, things get worse, we'll make adjustments there.
The Parkland Child Development Center is staying open as usual. Decisions on whether or not to hold sporting events at Parkland and host events in the planetarium will be made closer to the dates when those events will happen. Now, the school has also launched a website that's dedicated to their response to COVID-19. They're going to continue giving updates on their situation on the website there as well. For now, live in Champaign, Andy Olson, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
All right, Andy, thanks. Now, Illinois State University is extending its spring break an extra week. The university says students will return March 23rd instead of the 16th. When they do, courses will be online until at least mid-April. We do have a follow-up on the U of I's plans to respond to coronavirus. Facilities and service employees are working mandatory overtime to clean, and their union is not happy about it. Employees are spending an extra few hours cleaning every day. The union says it's understaffed by 100 workers because of hiring freezes several years ago and slow approval for new hires. One worker told us they're only going over things most people touch most often. That includes handrails and doorknobs. They don't feel like they're prepared to handle this situation.
There's no training, so they're like, oh, we coming in, we wiping stuff down. So, and yeah, there's no training behind that. So we don't even know if we doing the right thing, but I guess they feel it's something better than nothing.
Facilities and Services responded to the union, saying the organization hired 54 new building service workers this fiscal year, and it's hosted several job fairs. Part of the statement reads, quote, building service workers have received direction and additional guidance to perform specific activities as they help to reduce the campus community's possible exposure to the flu, COVID-19, and other viruses. As more events are canceled and more cases confirmed, you're left with some difficult decisions.
So are you ready to make changes to your everyday routine? WCIA 3's Cole Henke went out to find out. He's live in our Capitol newsroom. So, Cole, what did you hear out there today?
Well, the people that I talked to all have differing levels of concern when it comes to the coronavirus. Some think people are overreacting, while others feel like they need more information before they really start making changes. But they all pretty much agreed. It's tough to be overcautious in a time like this. More and more coronavirus cases in Illinois are getting confirmed each day. With 25 confirmed cases in Illinois now, people are getting more careful.
I have washed my hands a little bit more now because of the coronavirus. I have carried Lysol around. I have been spraying things down and wiping things down, but that's just, I don't think it's overreacting. I think it's just what's happening in the world right now. So.
To some, it's not as concerning.
I think back when they had yellow fever and when they had plagues and when they had polio and all that went on, and how we would have reacted to that.
The World Health Organization officially declared the coronavirus a pandemic on Wednesday, and personal hygiene habits are now on people's minds constantly.
I'm glad that people are washing their hands more, being more responsive to illnesses, so we're not spreading other germs that are going on.
I see a lot of people on social media saying, wash your hands, everybody wash your hands. So I think the fact that people are saying it so much on social media is a good sign.
But the precautions taken by some are causing inconveniences for others.
When I go to Target and I can't get toilet paper and soap, things I need for every day because people are hoarding and stocking up, I think that is a huge overreaction.
But as medical professionals and government officials rush to learn more about the virus, most are still left wondering exactly how big this could end up getting.
I think there's somewhat of an overreaction, but on the other hand, we don't know really the extent of the virus yet because of the testing kits that haven't been out but are now available.
Before announcing earlier that the number of cases in Illinois rose to 25, Governor Pritzker stood with Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot, and they announced the cancellation of this weekend's St. Patrick's Day parade. The governor also cautioned going into any large gathering like the parade around the state. Reporting in Springfield, I'm Cole Henke, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Cole, thank you so much. Now, of those 25 cases, 6 were confirmed in just the last day. 1 is in Lake County, the other 5 are in Cook County. The Public Health Department says they are still waiting for results on 76 other pending cases.
The coronavirus is commanding everyone's attention. How the Illini are dealing with the outbreak as they get set for the postseason.
Also tonight.
It's absolutely fantastic that Danville's doing what they can to improve this town.
Yeah, how about some good news? People are looking for big changes to their downtown. Why it will most likely start with demolition.